Well, hello everyone and welcome or welcome back to Life of Wonders. This is Polo and I love making videos of dolls, toys and Disney collectibles. And as always, if you like this kind of content and you feel like supporting the channel, then you already know what to do. So, my doll arrived early and I'm just doing my very best to record this as soon as possible so I could share it with all of you, and hopefully it will help you out decide whether you want to collect this doll or not. Now, I am very excited myself to actually have the new Holidayz Frosty Nightz Bratz Cloe doll, because I think that she's very, very special, and we haven't had such a special release in quite some time. I would say sometimes that happens with the collaborations, and yeah, sometimes it happens with just like standard playline, but this time it happened with this release and I couldn't be happier about it. So she's basically giving edgy, she's giving current, she's giving experimental, and I'm here for all of it. So anyway, this is the box it comes in. In the box we can see, because there's going to be a variety of colors that range from like icy white to purpley bluish white, and then to like light champagne beige, I think. And I feel like the references here are like these super cool, almost like industrial, sort of like pearly effect, adorning the box. It has the trapezoid shape, but then it's kind of like round almost. And by the way, I just love this artwork here. I mean, wow, wow. I just love her attitude, really. And then over here we have the name, and it says collector's edition over there. And then if we turn it around, I really do love this piece of artwork because she's just looking so unapologetic and so sassy, and I really love that. Anyway, so it says the vibes might be icy, but the style is still scorching. Celebrate the magic of the season in festive fashions with this collector's edition Bratz. So I'll be removing everything out of the box and I'll be back in no time. Alright, so here we have her out of the box, and wow, I mean, this doll is absolutely stunning. And it has surprised me because in person, she's just so much more beautiful than in the promo pictures, definitely. That's for sure. So the first thing that we notice that she's coming with is like this white stand, that goes incredibly well with, you know, the theming. And then now let's just try to focus our attention on her, because seriously, I think we should actually appreciate and value, you know, the creative skills behind this doll, because this is what is keeping the doll industry alive in a way that you know, there's a lot of creativity and there's a lot of influences and a lot of like things taken from different areas all together, and so that is why these are called fashion dolls. And I will try to explain myself a little bit throughout the video, but anyway, whether you think that she's gorgeous or ugly, I think that you probably agree that this is such a spectacular ensemble and release just in general. But she's rather beautiful, honestly, and she's a super special one. Like, I'm actually thinking about getting a second one, because I really don't feel like I want to change anything here, because it's like an art piece, really. But then I need the model, as you know, as a character as well within my collection. And so anyway, starting with the hair, that has surprised me even more, because having like white hair, I was actually expecting it to be if not polypropylene, maybe like a rough or thicker nylon, which we've seen in the past in many Rainbow High releases. And then since this is MGA, then that's what I was expecting. But no, I mean the hair is just the softest nylon. Like this is the premium quality nylon that they're using for any other release recently, and that is just so nice to realize that they've used that really nice fiber. Now the hair is white, it's like super white, it's not white, but there are like little highlights in blue which add to this like frosty sort of like yeah, feel to it. And then I want you to have a look at the back. Well, this is like the stole, um but anyway, I mean okay, I will just remove it for now so we can actually appreciate the hairstyle. So it's actually pulled back in a low ponytail, and then from there there are quite a few ringlets that are incredibly soft. There is no gel whatsoever, and then there's like a middle highlight right here in blue. And so I would say it's pretty long. It would definitely go past the knee, but since it's curly, and then it's quite bouncy, and wow, I really do like the style. Um, I really do. And then even for the two tendrils here in the front, even though there's gel, it's still like very bouncy and not as like solid as other times we've seen like gelled hair that cannot even like move around, but this one can. Now, her skin complexion is Caucasian, but then it has like this sheer element to it that is also giving a bit of like a frosty and I don't know, it's also like probably given not just like a frosty feeling, but also like a makeup. So it's some sort of like our interpretation. Like when we use makeup, we're doing arts with you know, having our bodies our canvas. And so I think that is what is happening here in terms of like the makeup that she's wearing, and then just trying to make all her skin glow. It's part of it. So I don't feel that was a bad choice at all, because it goes pretty well with the intention behind the whole creation here. But anyway, just focusing on her face. She's just such a snow queen. I mean, my goodness, I really do love the. She's giving albino a little bit, but she's also like giving Jenna Ortega promoting Wednesday season 2, or not just Jenna Ortega, but also like Lady Gaga and the whole crew promoting the season 2 of Wednesday, because this is, or it is what it comes to my mind, because I feel like there are trends, current trends that were shown in that premiere in particular that have been considered here, or that you can feel the correlation, right? um so that's super cool. She has white eyebrows, white eyelashes, she's got a side glance, and then I really love the gradient on her lips, because even though people is like, okay, but she looks like she has like really small lips because of like the gradient thing, but this is a very special. I mean, you cannot even begin to understand how special it is. So just to criticize it at a glance is just very superficial, because it's super intentional. So yeah, I love the makeup, and again, I love the feeling that she's giving out. And then moving down, she's coming with the, well, first of all, the stole that I just removed. It's a really soft, super long stole that is actually, when I look at it makes me think of like wolf skin in a way, and it might not be. I mean, it might be like a fantasy inspired by wolf skin, but that is what I'm getting here. So it's white, but then it has like this underlayer of like gray, very dark gray, that is actually giving me those vibes. So it's kind of like a fierce element put to this on top of this angelic look that she's wearing, like, futuristic angelic, I would say. And now she's coming with the 2018 articulated body, which is fine, which is okay. And then the dress, well, before we move into the dress, let's just appreciate this lovely bag. I know it's not functional, but again, it doesn't really need to be functional at all if we are like considering here that this is like fashion, and fashion is just like, yeah. I mean, most of the bags that you see in the red carpets, I'm telling you, they're not supposed to be functional, but rather a statement. And this is like the statement here, and I very much like it. I particularly like the blue. It's like a blue rose that is actually frozen within a cube. Um, and it's like frozen in time, basically. That is what I'm getting here. And then the spines of it, wow, just making out like the handle. And moving to the dress, okay, so the dress has like two, actually there's just one single piece, but the sleeves or the gloves, I don't know how would you refer to this. I would say these are like sleeves, are connected with just a single thread. So it's like very, very subtle there, the connection. And what I love about this, and I've seen a lot of critical opinions just saying that this was like a different shade of white, and it was almost like yellow. And no, no, it isn't. It's like super white, but the thing is that it's completely see-through, and I don't know if you can appreciate it, but it's quite see-through. And not only that, but it has like an oil slick iridescent effect in like white, because oil slick is normally like dark in color, and this isn't just like an iridescent effect, but it kind of resembles that of an oil slick in a way. So as you can see, it's like a prism that is reflecting many colors, and it's just happening everywhere. And then on top of that, it's just like a very see-through material. So this is actually giving, again, we've seen these many materials that are like see-through at the Golden Globes, at the last Golden Globes premiere, but also she's actually given in a way, but so much more elegant actually. Bianca Censori at the Oscars, where she was like, yeah, I mean, she was exposed, right, intentionally. But I believe that this is like a similar concept, although taken to another level, in which is just so much more arty, and so much more elegant as well, and without being incredibly explicit. And we're talking about Bratz here, but it isn't as explicit, although it's just giving us hints that make it super special. And because of that, the underwear and everything had to be painted basically the same color of the skin. I mean, it's painted, but if it was like another color, then it would show. So, yeah. And so it's like a mini dress that is rather simple, but then it has this lovely ruffle all around here, and then the pearls, and then these two trails of pearls which are connecting the lower sort of like lower bottom skirt, that is also like some sort of like a trail as well, that has a lot of volume, and the material is superb. Like, I'm actually loving this so much more than the Bratz anniversary jade outfit, even though that was amazing as well. But I feel like this is like so delicate and so really nicely put together, because so many other people have said that it looks like it isn't finished. But for something that isn't quite finished, it's really well constructed, and taking into account that they've actually produced a lot of dolls and they're having like the same cut, and it's kept consistent and it's not breaking. And I feel like this isn't something that is supposed to look as unfinished, but something that it intentionally has this silhouette as well, and it's very, very nice, and it flows like heaven really, this satin organza material. And then she ends up the look with these amazing futuristic mules, which are wow, like seriously. Right now, I feel like I love these shoes so much better than the ones that came with Jade, even though at the time I really loved those as well. And I haven't shared the review either way, but I've recorded it. I'm just doing an extra effort here to just put it out sooner, because I'm aware that I'm very lucky having the doll already, and I really wanted to share it with all of you, and my thoughts and opinions and everything, so we could all appreciate it together. And yeah, I mean, seriously, just can't get enough of it, especially after having reviewed the Holiday Barbie and everything. This is such a different, and then not just like a different staple and everything, but this is such a whole new level, and wow, and for almost the same price, which is crazy. But anyway, I'm super happy with this Chloe collector's doll, and I hope you've enjoyed this inside review of mine. And if you've enjoyed it and it's been kind of helpful, whether you want to collect this, to decide whether you want to collect this doll or not, just give me a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I have so many more Bratz videos coming up from different points in history, and I'm telling you, they're gonna be very, very interesting. For now, I really hope you all stay safe. Happy holidays, or happy greetings, seasonal greetings here. We're still a little away from it, but just getting closer. Anyway, I hope you all stay safe, and I'll see you all very, very soon. Bye bye.